everybody.
Good evening.
Hope you are all well. Hope you're watching from Facebook and YouTube. We'll wait for a few of you to come on and then we'll explain what we're going to be talking about this evening. In the meantime, we've got Christine with us on Zoom. And if you'd like to join in on the Zoom, let Richard know and he'll put the link up in the comments.
He'll Zoom you up.
Okay. And if you hear a little noise in the background, that'll be my little granddaughter, not an alien. Just saying. Because that's going to be the topic of conversation this evening.
Are you sure?
Oh, I don't know. Are you an alien, Alice? She's just looking at me like, what's one of them?
Hey.
Probably, yeah, probably looking at me like I'm the alien. But yes, so we're going to be talking about aliens this evening and life forms. And do you believe in aliens? Have you had any experience with aliens? Do you believe in Men in Black? Ooh, lots of
Will Smith, that helps.
I know a few people that could possibly be aliens, but you never know.
You don't know who you
know. So, but before we do that, we better say some hellos to everybody. Who have we got on, Richard? Hi, Terry, the lovely Terry. How are you, my darling?
Hi, Terry. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany, watching on YouTube. Hi, Carolyn May, watching on Facebook. Beth Blackchat on YouTube.
Hi, Beth.
Hope you're all well. Hi, Laura JW. Good evening to you from YouTube. Hi, Peter Bert. Hope you're well. Oh, look at that cute little...
That little baby.
Little baby. Oh, yes, this is little Alice.
Oh.
She's not very well at the minute, bless her. Hi, Sarah Louise Edwards. She's come to be nosy. Hi, Meldine. Hello, everybody watching on YouTube. Hello to you as well, my lovely. Hello, Helen. I wouldn't mind one of them cup of coffees. I could do with one at the minute. Hello, Linda Wilson. Hope you're well, watching on Facebook. And hello, Shaz Fairy. Hi, Shaz. Richard and all. Hi to you as well, my darling. Hi, Margaret Bennett. Enjoying a nice pint of Guinness there by the looks of it. Hi, Eva from South Africa. What's the weather like over there? Because it's miserable here at the moment.
I was just about to say that.
Are you agreeing? Yeah. Yeah. You're going to say hello? Hello, Abla. Say hi. She's fascinated. Hi, Tony, watching on YouTube. Are you waving? Oh, big girl. Hello, Elizabeth Jones from South Wales. Hello to the lovely Wendy Lindsay. How are you, my darling? Hope you're well. And hello to Julia Hewitt. Good evening to you. And hello to Kerry from Surrey in the UK.
There I am.
Cute. Yeah, that's where Christine is. Who knows part of the world. Lovely picture of the cute little doggy. They looks like a teddy bear.
It does, doesn't it? So I was thinking.
So, the topic of conversation, do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in other life forms? Have you had any experiences with aliens? Do you believe you've been abducted or seen UFOs? Let us know in the comments, or if you want to come on to the Zoom, let Richard know and we can have a proper conversation about your experiences. If you would like to share them in a more interactive way, that would be great, and we would be great to have you.
You can beam them up.
Beam them up, Scotty, yeah. Beam me up, Richard. So, we've been busy doing some research, haven't we, Christine?
We have.
Because I personally believe in other life forms, and I really do believe that aliens are living among us and we just don't know it. Although there is no evidence to support this fact check. However, my research, here we go. Listen to this. Apparently, we have ecology isolated aliens and integrated aliens. There you go. And the isolated aliens live in the hot revenues of volcanoes, dry valleys of Antarctica, acidic mine tailings, and waste pools of nuclear reactors, and they are called extremophiles. So they live basically where humans can't. Laura says, yes, I've always been petrified, to be honest. As a child, I would freak if my curtains were open. Oh, is that because you've fear seeing them, or you fear them coming down because of all the Hollywood spin about abductions and all that kind of thing, Laura? Because I know Hollywood has made them kind of to be feared, haven't they, really?
Yeah.
With all the films that there is. But there you go. The integrated aliens. Now, according to scientificamerican.com, integrated aliens have a biochemical signature. Us with zero negative blood are thought to have alien blood. Really?
Oh.
Wow. See, I would have thought that would have been, is it AB or A that's the rare form of blood type? AB. So I would have thought that would have been AB, but yes, apparently they have a different biochemical signature to us. So they're not sort of carbon and nitrogen, they're other chemicals. And there are two, although there's been no evidence found, you've got the integrated ocean drilling program that bore holes on land and bore holes in the ocean as deep as they can go to seek out other life forms.
I agree, Mel. That's
I
my
believe excuse me, I believe in aliens for sure. There's also no way we are the only planet out there with life on it. I agree with you, Mel.
Yep, that's my
I
feeling.
agree we're not the only, but I think aliens do live among us. And the film, The Men in Black, was actually based on a real government agency called the Shadow Agency, which did exactly what the Men in Black did in the films. So there you go.
Oh, me and Mel agree.
Yes, yeah, they stop people from spying, but I also when I was doing my research, I also discovered that the real Men in Black was set up to give false information to the governments to make people believe in aliens and other life forms. So how true that is, I don't know, but there's still been no evidence of actual alien life forms.
Yeah.
I would love to meet a real one. Yeah. Yeah, Richard is just saying that the American Navy and Canadians have what did you just say? Canadian government, sorry, have actual footage of real UFOs. So, but bring her in. Yeah, bring her in.
Yeah,
We've just got somebody joining us on Zoom.
I may get my card out later.
Drum roll, please. Yeah, we might do some readings later. Do you both believe? I do believe. I never believed until I met my partner. And my partner was insistent because I thought he was having a laugh and a joke. And he insisted that he's been abducted by aliens and he's got a little probe in his side where they injected him with a probe.
I believe in them.
So I haven't been hitting him with a stick. No, seriously, he has got a little lump in his side. No explanation as to what it is. It's not natural. It shouldn't be there. It doesn't cause him any pain, but there is like a little lump in his side, and there's no explanation for it.
Yes, I believe as well, Helen.
Whether he has or not is open for debate, but if there's no biological explanation for this thing being there, then how else could it have gotten there?
I don't know. As you say, adopted. Nobody knows that people get adopted or not. My granddad saw a UFO. He didn't talk about it much, but he's quite an experience. One of my uncles saw one as well.
Oh, wow. Well, Laura's saying her granddad saw a UFO. He didn't talk about it much, but had quite an experience.
They just, apparently they're just still, they don't move that fast. Because it could be something up in, you know, like, I don't know what they're called, satellite things in the air, in up sky, night sky.
Oh, yeah.
He said this didn't move for an hour. So I did say to him, I wonder if he comes down to get you.
A lot of what I've discovered through looking, not just the research today I've done, but in past history, and when I've done some research about aliens and stuff, a lot of them center around America, number one. Number two, a lot of them are surrounded by sort of like US Air Force bases or UK airports or anything where there's military.
Yeah.
So a lot of people believe that it's actual military secret operations, if you like, experimenting. Yeah, Area 51, for example, like Richard just said. You've got that. You've got the there was another one. But Helen Sherman, who was Britain's first astronaut, believes that aliens exist and it's possible that they're here right now and we simply can't see them.
Yeah.
Will they be made up of carbon and nitrogen? Maybe not. They might be made up of totally different chemicals. Laura, do you want to come on and talk about that experience? We'd love to have you on the Zoom. Just say beam me up, Richard, if you do, and he'll send you the link to be able to join us. Hi Deb, how are you, my darling?
Hi
Did
Deb.
you say we had someone in the waiting room?
No, we're not alone. Definitely not alone. I know there's other people.
Definitely not alone. Oh, now Richard's singing Michael Jackson. But no, I definitely believe it could have been. See, this is the other thing, because I was thinking about doing an angels versus aliens. How do we know that angels aren't really aliens? But you don't know that they're not. Oh, leave the washing, Laura. It can wait till later, lovely. I'd love to hear that story and hear of your granddad's experience. Has anybody else had any experiences with aliens or UFOs? Has anybody seen anything? Oh, Richard has. Oh, you'll have to come on and tell us all about it.
Hi everybody, hope you can hear me. If you let me know, because I'm trying something different. I'm going in via our Zoom and not directly to the software. Why has it got Terry's name on it? Weird. Right, let's change that so now I know where I am. Go to Richard. There we
Hope
go.
you can hear Richard, everybody. If you can't, let us know.
How do you know that we aren't the aliens? Wow. Oh, Susie, you got me on the topic there.
Yeah.
Shoot, sure. Right. Okay. Let's answer that question. How do we know we're not the aliens? If I may, I was saying this to Christine earlier on about it. Has anybody, including South Stace, heard of the Anunnaki?
I've heard of it. I'm not quite sure what it is.
You're not sure what it is. Wow. Back in 1912, when I was born, it's the Anunnaki, whatever you want, however you want to pronounce it. Have you heard of the Sumerians?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the Sumerians came up with a concept. Yet again, it's where is this story coming from? Where is the originality of this story? We don't know. But the Sumerians believed that these deities called the Anunnaki came down from space and were looking to mine our planet for certain materials that they needed to survive on their own planet. And this is the bit where the story gets a bit funny, because if they have all this power and traveling, why do they want to create humanoids in their likeness using their DNA that created slaves, i.e. humans, to dig for these minerals? Right. And there were two of them, two brothers apparently. Now I can't remember the names. I think it was Anki and now I think don't quote me on the two names. And they thought they got what they wanted, and then they said, right, okay, let's destroy these humans. So one of the brothers said no, they have feelings, they're sentient beings. So brother went off, well, you look after them, then you're the god. And that's how this came about, that we were created, we bred, and obviously we multiplied, like rabbits do, and that's it.
So I don't know, rabbits aren't aliens.
Well, they probably are. But then again, so that's a story of the Sumerians, that they believe these deities came from space. The Babylonians as well, you know. So, and it's all in the early writings that they found. It's all in the glyphs that they found. So yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Talking about early writings in history, I was looking for the first ever recorded info sighting as part of this research for tonight's show. And John Winthrop in 1639 recorded in his diary that he saw lights in the night sky. And at that time, it was part of the Puritans. And then in 1644, he saw a similar thing and recorded it in his diary again. And it said that there were like little lights in the sky, and they were dotting between one town and the other while they was on the Charles River in America. So that's the earliest written, recorded, possible UFO sighting is in 1639.
But it goes back further than that, because if you go back
further than that,
if you go back a lot earlier, there's writings, there's scriptures, there's paintings, there are artists, cavemen, all of these civilizations. Because in their day, they wouldn't understand about an alien ship. We understand that concept now, but in them day, all they would have seen is this thing hovering. So they would have given it a name, like a fire in the sky. Well, you don't get fire in the sky unless it's a comet. So was it a ship? You know what I mean? And we don't know. We will never, ever know.
We never know. But there is a series on, I can't remember what channel it's on, I can't remember what the series is called, but it's all about how, you know, things like Stonehenge and all the different stone gatherings, if you like, that we've got around the world, and specifically in the UK, that they was all built on ley lines, and they was all built as sort of like communication for aliens from Earth to wherever it was they were coming from, apparently. Which kind of makes sense, because there's nothing I mean, you look at the things like Stonehenge and you think, how could they possibly build? We as humans, with all the technology we've got, would never ever built anything like it.
Yeah, but you got to realize we're in a digital age now. It's digital, and we rely on technology. We've lost the technology of stonemasonship because it's cut by people in China using their little lasers and things. You know,
but a human couldn't physically
yes, they could
lift them stones up and put them there.
Yes, they could. There was a gentleman. Yeah, no, it's been proven. There's a gentleman in America that proved that he can get like a 10-ton stone, and he moved it with one hand. He proved it. You just go on the internet, you'll find. No, it's all about gravity. It's all about understanding how gravity works and how you can move things. It's counterweights and so forth. You know, you think about it, you've got a ship that goes on the water that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tons, and you can push it with your hands. With a little tiny boat, can push a megaton ship that's floating. It's all about water. It's all, well, not water, it's all about balance. And because we've lost that technology, because we never wrote it down, in the young Dyrus area, around 12 to 14,000 years ago, the Earth went through some kind of climate change. So to protect things, humans or whatever, died out. Apparently, I say I'm not an expert on this, but only what I know and what I've read. So where did that technology come from? Why have we lost it?
That's a good question. Why have we lost it? Well, all these structures, if you like, have been do it by logs.
I'm just putting the comments on auto so you can see the comments.
All these structures have purposely been laid or been built on ley lines, what they call ley lines, and 100% we are the aliens. Look at our DNA.
Yeah, isn't it only 30% or whatever it is, whatever the percentage is DNA that we can understand? The rest of it, they have no idea. They can't figure it out.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah. And
So
this is why us
we
men can't figure you women out. As simple as that. You know,
it could be why women can't figure men out.
Well, yeah. But see, the thing is, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Venus is a hostile, horrible planet that just keeps erupting. Mars, very peaceful, quiet. You know, what can I say anymore? Apart from getting my coat and going.
Wow. Terry says we are very complex. We are very complex. But do you believe that we are the aliens, or do aliens live among us and we just can't see them?
That's one of the bit I had. Are they hidden amongst us? I
don't think they're hidden. I think they're out in public. But have you ever been to Brighton?
No.
Well, when you see the people, and I went there the weekend, and it was lovely to see such diversity. It really was. And I look and double heads, and people, I mean, you know, they do things to their faces, and you're thinking, is that real human or is that an alien there? You know, they don't need to hide anymore because we've just accepted people being not abnormal. You know?
There was a program on TV when I was younger. I don't know if anybody else will remember it because I'm not that old. It was called My Parents Are Aliens.
Yeah.
And literally behind closed doors, they'd be the aliens. And then the minute they went out into public, they'd shapeshift and mold themselves to make themselves look like human beings.
I think that's everybody anyway.
Well, I wish I could shapeshift. Listen, if I could shapeshift, I'd have a skinnier body and I wouldn't have diabetes.
Yeah, that. She's completely different.
But yeah, that was a good program, and I used to actually think that my parents were aliens at one point. Don't tell my mum that. Now, my ex's grandfather had about 100 head of cattle in the early 1900s. He saw lights in the sky one night, came out to check cattle the next day, and the whole herd was, oh, aye, oh, hey. See, that's, I've heard of that happening before where
that just made me get goosebumps.
cattle and, yeah, I've heard of that happening before where sheep and cows have been sort of, yeah, attacked.
Yeah, what's happened is what they do is reportedly that the cattle farmers are finding their cattle and they have certain parts of their anatomy that's being taken with such preciseness that there's no blood anywhere, there's no parts of the bodies anyway. If just, for example, so if they wanted to take away, let's say, the the heart, there'd just be a small heart where the hole would, where the heart would be. Yeah, and it's documented everywhere. But you don't hear about all these things nowadays. You know, it's all been hushed up and put away, and don't talk about this and stuff like that. Because it's, if people found out that we were not alone, what would that cause? Religion would fail, will start, and then secondly, people would panic because are we going to be feeling safe because we're happy in our own little planet, our own little bubble. Instead of fighting wars against us, each other, they should be pointing it to the skies to protect us. That's what they should be doing. And all we need to just pray and hope for is that Superman would come and save us. And that's it.
So it'd be interesting to know if anybody's had any experiences with the real Men in Black. Because apparently it's just like it is in the film. They travel in pairs and they're sent down to keep all the people that have witnessed something hush hush. But it is also within a short distance of a military base. See, there again. So is it aliens? Was it a UFO? Or was it some sort of secret military operation that nobody was supposed to know about? Watched a really interesting documentary, Greg Brandon, saying that our DNA is so similar to apes, but there's a few differences with speech and a few other things he mentioned. Our DNA is mutated. See, I've always wondered about that.
That's why we so like apes and stuff, isn't it?
But that goes back to the Anunnaki, doesn't it? You know, they got some kind of ape being, molded it into themselves, and then produce humans. If that's the case, did evolution, like Darwin, say, was that real? Don't know.
So my only problem with that is, if that's the case, why have we still got apes?
Say again, sorry?
Why have we still got apes?
Well, why not?
Well, if we was mutated,
but it's only a select. Yeah, but it's only a select few that's got mutated. Why shouldn't there be apes or gorillas? You know, species mutate all the time. Us humans, for thousands, 100,000 of years, have been lazy and not mutated. We haven't changed our climate. We've shed our hair. When apes keep their hair when it's cold, but we shed it. We put clothes on instead. So behave yourself. Get out of that gutter. And
I'd love to see an ape walking around with clothes on.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny. Left Turn Clyde.
Yeah.
That film, in it, was it Every Which Way But Loose, Left Turn Clyde.
Yeah. Or big gorilla, you know, a white gorilla walking around in a three-piece suit.
Oh, hey, Rebecca, you lucky girl. My friend and I were flashed at night by a flying object.
What can we say?
Is that what they call it now? Orbs. Fair enough.
Orbs.
Like lightning directed.
Night. It was a bright light like lightning directed at us. Well, the earth moved for you that night then, didn't it, Rebecca?
Wow. They were flashed. Wow.
Wow. Not a lot you can say to that one, is there? Nancy, I've seen an object that had many lights on it come out of the ocean and go straight up to the sky and then go back and forth. Oh wow! See, that's similar to one that I researched. It was
another one. There's goosebumps about now.
Yeah, there's one. It's in a book by Gray Barker, and it was written in 1956. But it's called the Maury Island UFO Incident, which happened in 1947. Something similar to that. They saw it come out from the ocean, go straight to the sky, then go back and forth between towns, and yeah.
Ooh.
But in the Alien Files Unsealed, we have theories about the origins and identity of the Men in Black, and that was made in 2013 on imdb.com. Can't read my writing now. So yeah, the Alien Files Unsealed, Series 1, Episode 17, if you can watch it.
But you've got to remember, these sort of documentary sort of style shows are for entertainment purposes only. And they do it, so they're careful what they say and what they do. What you really need to look for is independent filmmakers that are on other social media who are documenting information with footage, not theories. So these shows are theories. You've got a bunch of people who write books sitting there telling you to go and basically buy their book, read about this, read about that, and it's theories. They put in two and two together, and it's just an egotistical sort of show that's just possibly enlightenment for entertainment purposes. There's nothing factual. It's just documents. That's just their theories. So go and do the research.
That's all it can be, because nobody actually really knows if they.
Well, this is why when you get independent UFO researchers and investigators who document so much. There was this guy in Australia who was filming the moon, and he does it all the time. Zooms in close with his own telescope, and he's capturing flying objects. And every time he uploads it, it's taken down. He uploads it again, it's taken down. And it's constantly this battle. So why is it the ISS? You know, when it's broadcasting, which anybody can go and tap into it right now and look at the live feed, as soon as something flies past the screen, it's cut every time. And you think,
so clearly he's picked up something that they don't want us to know about.
Yeah, they don't, because they say that governments are in cahoots. But I don't think the presidents know about it, because it's probably even higher up than them. So they can't say it is denial, because they don't know. And we will never know unless a ship comes flying down and go, hello, my name's E.T. You know what I mean?
But what would the reaction be if we did know the truth, and the truth was that there was...
It'd be a mass panic. Religion would fail, because they've drummed it into you that God lives on a cloud up the top there. And we know that's not true. You know, and then this faith would then start to collapse with all these centuries of lies. And then you have people's panicking, mass raids and stuff like this. You've seen when COVID hit. Look what happened with that. People ran into shops stealing.
Yeah.
Still doing it now. Mass raids. It wasn't helping people. Everybody was scared. And that's what the governments, and so be it, are trying to avoid. This mass panic.
Mass panic.
You had a broadcasting company in the UK scaremongering everybody in the UK about COVID. And all they were doing is telling people how they died and what's going on. They never broadcasted any news. It was near enough all day, telling blatant lies to scare people. And these sort of corporations, these governments would do exactly the same. They want to scare you to feel that they're in control, they're in power. And that is why the only way it'd be ever revealed, if a ship came down, why people were filming. Social media is the king. It's dominating, because it's given information that the governments and the national press don't want to show you. Look at the riots in Paris. Look at the riots in London. Look what's going on with Rishi Sunak and the Lord Mayor of London. You don't see that on national press. You do see it, however, on social media. So if someone stands outside, there's millions of people with a camera. Why isn't people filming it? Well, they are, but they're being hushed up. So if a ship comes down and right in the heart of Buckingham Palace, or by the Elizabeth Tower or whatever, and people are filming it, they wouldn't be able to shut it up.
But who's shutting it up? That's the question.
Well, the powers that be, isn't it?
Yeah, but is it have we got a real sort of Men in Black type agency that deals with all that? Or is it just the government or whoever's topping the government being
it's power.
asked
It's
to
all
do
about
it?
money. It's all about greed. You think about the shares
I
and
agree with
stocks,
that, Laura.
it would just collapse. Yeah, absolutely, Puppy. Sometimes it's best not to know.
It is
Just live our lives,
Thank you.
live what's going on. And listen, when they fret about wars and things, people just don't want to know. They just want to live their life, carry on with their life. If something happens, something happens. We deal with it when it happens. Apart from that, we don't want to know.
Yeah. The shadow people, exactly, Laura, that's what they were called. The according to my research, the original Men in Black that the films were based on were called the Shadow Agency, and they did exactly. And there is footage on this on that Alien, what was it called again? The program that I mentioned earlier. There's actually footage of two literally Men in Black walking through lobby doors to come and shut some military person up that had seen something while flying his plane, and that's what they was therefore I couldn't watch the thing. I wanted to watch it, but I couldn't watch it for some reason. But yeah, it was all very interesting. But there is a book about the real Men in Black as well, written by let me see, where did I put it now? Nick Redfern, The Real Men in Black, and it explores the original identity and what they do. When you were saying about angels being aliens, reminds me of a film with Nicolas Cage. The aliens were dedicated as the Nordics, I think they were called. Oh, I don't know. I don't know the name of that film.
So why did you decide to talk about aliens tonight anyway?
Because it's something that's always fascinated me. I've always sort of, not so much in my younger days, but as I've got older and realised, one, that we can't just be the only people in the universe. It'd be naive of us to think if we were. But all these space trips, we did an talk in school about whether or not the moon visit was fake or real. You know, the one they had in the 60s or 50s, whenever it was.
In 1969, dear.
That's the one. About whether or not it was fake or real, and why would it be fake? Why could it be real? And then I read about Helen Sherman. Terry Louise says fake. I agree with you. I think it's fake as well, because with all the technology we've got now, it's never been replicated. It's never been replicated. And back then we had nothing compared to what we've got now. So if we can do it then, why can't we do it now?
Because NASA said they lost the technology.
But how can you lose technology when technology is evolving every day?
Well, apparently someone taped over the original files and all the files are lost.
Oh, well, I wonder why that would be.
It was a mistake on air. There was this woman interviewing an astronaut and it was being broadcasted. And she asked the question is about going to the moon. Especially it looked like something out of Button Moon. And what happened is he talked about the Hans Allen Bout, or whatever it's called, because of the radiation for Hans, something Allen's Bout, I can't remember. And she went, but we did go to the moon. He realized what he said, and you can see his expression on his face just drop, realizing, oh damn, what have I just done? And then she asked, so why haven't we gone back? And he quickly responded with, because we lost the technology, trying to dig himself out of it, which caused a massive backlash with people saying, wait a minute, he's just dropped everybody into it because he didn't think what he was saying. So now, hence the fakes, the rumors, and I don't know. You know, it's Van Halen's about, that's it, Van Halen's about.
Yes, and we can't go what was that? Go back to Terry's comment.
Okay, hold on, let me take it off auto. What was that? Which one?
Go back to Terry's comment. We can't go through it. We will die instantly. It's all lies.
But it's not about dying instantly. What happens? It can cause death quicker because it's a high in radiation. And the Van Allen's belt is what protects our Earth from radiation, sun's radiation, pulsars, and other things that are out there. So it's dangerous for us. But you've got to remember that it takes 3 days to get to the moon. But if you've been watching the eclipse that happened the other day, there were people in America filming the eclipse, and they see this black circle, apparently the moon, go across in front of the sun, load of alien ships or reported ships flying around, but someone filmed and panned across, and lo and behold, there was the moon on the left-hand side, all on its own. And it was like, wait a minute, if this is the solar eclipse, why is the moon over there? But that's coming out. And why did the moon, which is the most astonishing thing, pause for nearly 2 seconds before it carried on again?
Wow.
So the conspiracy theorists turn around and say, well, that was probably a giant ship covering the sun, taking its energy and do what it needs to do, and then it moves on. The government knew of this, nothing they could do about it. They thought, right, so what do? Let's get everybody on board and say it's an eclipse. Yet again, I don't know, I'm not saying this, it's what I've watched, and it's conspiracy theories of all this other mumbo jumbo. We will never know. So, but why is it when it went dark, the moon stayed still for a couple of seconds? It didn't look like the moon, it looked like just a big disc. People filmed the moon somewhere else. And so, yeah, it's make up your own minds. Find the footage yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's another thing. Laura's saying, didn't one of the astronauts lately say they didn't go to the moon? Well, it's been this huge hoo-ha because they're hypocrites. Because 1 minute they're saying they didn't go to the moon, and in the next breath they said they went to the moon, and they was on the private secure channel, they were saying that they're watching us. These beings are watching us. So which one is it? Were the aliens watching them, and did they go to the moon? Which one are you talking about? You know, so
yeah, it's all a bit questionable.
It's when they came with Buzz Aldrin, which Laura was saying.
Buzz Aldrin, yeah, it was.
Yeah, when those 3 astronauts came back and turned around and say, you know, you'd have been ecstatic that you're the first humans to do this. But they looked a bunch of the most miserable people ever, and they couldn't answer the questions. And why is it that the White House can ring someone up in space and have an instant conversations when we know there's a delay of up to 30 seconds on the satellite?
Yeah.
And they're having a conversation with each other thinking, what? How is that possible? On his phone in the White House, having a go, hello, mate. You're going to put the kettle on? I'll be over in a couple of days. You're thinking, what?
Yeah, it's all a bit questionable, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
we never know.
So don't forget, guys, you can come and join us on Zoom if you've had any experiences or you'd like to talk about.
I don't think you're going to get anybody coming on. It's a scary, you know, topic.
Why don't you come out the truth?
Because they're trying to prevent mass panic, like Richard said.
Yes.
They don't want us.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. How Hollywood have predicted how we treated E.T., for instance.
Bless him.
I know they did. Poor E.T.
I know.
We would destroy it because that's what humans do. Anything of the unknown that we fear or anything that we don't understand, we destroy.
Yes, they're usually called mother-in-laws.
No
I just put like side to it. It reminds me of the film Paul. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, you've got to see it. It is so funny. It's what's his name? Sean Pegg and Nick Frost, and they have this alien which is voiced by Steph Rogen. And it's just hilarious. You got these 2 guys on a road trip around America, and they come across this alien that looks like the Greys. and it is just funny. It's really fun. If you haven't seen
We'll
it,
have to
watch
look
it.
that up later.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on one of the streaming
Definitely.
channels, but if you want a good giggle, put that on and have a good giggle.
Definitely. Definitely. So has anybody else got any other experiences or any other comments about aliens and whether they're fake or real? Terry says she loves that film. It's so funny. I'll have to look it up.
It is funny. Yeah, I've seen it. It is funny.
Mal, I had a dream once that aliens had come and they used the weather to destroy us. There was lightning and tornadoes everywhere. Oh, see again, how do we know that lightning isn't caused by crashing UFOs?
How do we not know that they control the weather?
How do we not know that?
Yeah, there's lots of things we will never know, I don't think.
Definitely. See, now this draws me into the thing with astral traveling. Now, is astral traveling a spiritual thing, a meditative thing, or is it actual alien?
Getting into your head.
Alien? Yeah. Maybe you should spend the rest of the show doing quick card reading.
Ladies, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, low.
Does that mean Terry would like a card?
I think it means it's going to an advert break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. I tell you what we'll do. We'll go for an advert break. We'll go for an advert break and then we will come back with some readings for you all.
All right, sorry, you're off. Sorry, Dave. I think the problem, even though it's
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide, for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Are you looking for some spiritual love or relationship guidance? If so, then join Jennifer Rose tonight from 8 p.m. Our midweek mediumship readings start from 6 p.m. tomorrow with David Hale.
Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, our popular show, Live with Spirit, offers the opportunity for different readers each week to demonstrate their psychic and mediumship abilities.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're well. Just getting my cards out, ready for some readings. All this dodgy tech, yeah. Best thing about technology is the off button, Laura. That's what my dad always says. It was his birthday yesterday. So, who would like a card? Let us know if you want a reading.
No.
Richard will have a card.
You can do
Go on
it.
then. I'll do Richard.
You're doing me.
I'm
Steve,
using
are
my. I'm doing you a reading with my animal spirit deck.
I have been. I'm live. Hi, everybody, as well. When I've been doing TikTok lives, the things that have been coming out, like Christine, it just comes out, doesn't it? It's been been in the gutter a few times.
I pin him because I'm a mod on there. I'm a moderator on there, and I tell him to stop waffling and get on with it.
Do I listen? No, I don't. I just carry on. I actually said last night, I was chatting to her when I said I better get on with it in case Christine says get on with it. And as I scrolled up the comments, she actually said get on with it.
Forming down my brain here.
Yeah. What's this channel
If
coming
you'd like
to?
to come on soon for reading, let us know. Again, let Richard know, and he'll put the link in for you to come and join us on Zoom for more interactive card reading. And you never know, spirit might come through. It's not going to be the intention.
No.
But you never know. Right. Oh, you need a bit of fun, Richard. You've got the sandpiper. You've got the sandpiper, and it says be playful. And this sandpiper is stepping over stepping stones. So I do feel that you've been sort of taking things a little bit too seriously of late, working too hard. We know you work too hard anyway. But there's something that you're stepping around. It's like people have been trying to get you out, and you've been stepping around it and kind of making excuses not to meet up or not to go out and interact and socialize. Does that make sense?
It would. And I have started to accept people inviting me out and saying yes.
Oh, that's good. So yeah, this is a sign that says be more playful. But I'm also seeing him being stuck in the mud. So there's something holding you back at the moment from enjoying yourself. I don't want to say it's a guilty feeling, but it's more of a you feel responsible for something that you shouldn't feel responsible for. Does that make sense?
It would, yes.
So you need to stop doing that, because this is what's curbing or dulling your shine, shall we say.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's that for that. That's all I've got to say about that card.
Isn't it? I never get big readings anymore. It's only like do this, do that, do as you're told, and I get lost.
It just says be playful, so you got to have a bit more fun in your life.
Oh,
Get
I can
out,
be playful.
socialise more. Yeah, don't let anything hold you back, and stop taking on other people's responsibilities that you're not responsible for. It's like you seem to take, if you can't solve a problem, even though it's not your problem, you feel guilty for not being able to solve it when it's not your problem in the first place.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's what you need to stop doing, because this is what's dulling your shine. Deal with your own problems, deal with your own stuff first, get that sense of humour back, and if anyone wants to come to you with theirs, just for the time being, take time for you and just say, you know what, no, I'm not doing it. It's not my problem, not my monkey, not my zoo.
I'm getting take your own advice.
Yeah.
You've absolutely enjoyed telling me off there, didn't you, really?
Yes.
I did. It's the only time I get away with
advice,
it.
Richard. The advice that you
Thank
give
you very much.
people, you need to learn to
You're
take
very
your own advice.
welcome.
Yeah.
So who's next for reading? Let's
Okay,
go.
I'll bring some names up for you so then you can see the names. Actually, they're getting a behind the scenes look now how it all works, really, with me on the microphone so they can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to give Terry a card, Christine? Because we did say we was going to give Terry a card, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll do Terry. Is that Shaz?
Yes, our Shaz, yeah, who'll be on SBTV very soon with her husband Gary doing a live show, a brand new show coming up.
Right, here we go. God, Terry, you got me. Aren't you a lucky lady? Right. And it's not Richard's card, so I can't draw. So there you go. Right, what have we got? Oh, right, there you go. Terry, you have, out of my fairy cards, as usual, ask for help. Now, I know of Terry. We've been talking for what, 4 years now? Terry, you are a person, you will not ask for help. You are so stubborn. You will not say, go up to someone and say, can you please help me? I want this help. But no, you would rather do it your own way, your way, But I'm feeling, Terry, there's something you do need to ask for help, Terry. You need this. I'm picking up something that's quite important, and you've got to go and ask for that help, Terry, because you're going to get it. Now, the angel, the man angel, is leaning down to the little foot. It's going to pick up the lady fairy, and I feel you need a little pick up. Ask for help, never ask for help. Yes, you are too stubborn. I know you are. I can sense it, young lady. Don't say that. But he's holding her arms out. Somebody is reaching out to you to give you help, Terry, but you're not picking up on it. It's someone close to you. It's not a family. I think it's a close friend. They're putting the olive leaf tree, whatever it is.
Olive branch.
Olive branch. Thank you, Richard. Olive branch out for you to ask for help. They're not going to say to you, "I can help you," but hey, I tried that hard. I do need to pick it. Yes, I know you're struggling, my darling. Yeah, just be you, but don't be too you. Don't be too stubborn. This person is sending all the signals that they want to help you, Terry, but you just won't take it at the moment. But I'm feeling if you need the help, please do take it. Otherwise, you're just going to struggle and struggle, and you don't want to stop. You don't want to be a burden. This person is saying you're not going to be a burden, Terry. You are not going to be a burden on anyone. You've got to learn to take the help. But as I was saying, they're not actually saying to you, but they are sending out strong signals for you to ask. But the stubborn little madam that you are, you won't do it. And it's time for you to ask for assistance. Terry, please do it. If you don't, I'll come to Manchester and kick your butt. That was quite nice. She knows what I mean. Terry, please ask for help, because whatever it is that you're struggling with, you need to ask, okay? And I want you to tell me in about a month's time that you asked for help. Swallow my pride and stop being stubborn then. Yes. Stacey's nodding yes as well. You've definitely got to swallow your pride and stop being stubborn. Dad says, stubborn little madam she is. Oh, I just got big chills saying that. So stop being stubborn. There you go. And I just let me know what you decide, Terry. But I know once you put the olive branch out, this person's going to step forward and help you big time, okay? Take care. Your turn.
We'll go to, yeah, I was going to say we'll go to Laura. Look at that, synchronicities. Hi, Laura, I hope you're well, my darling. Let's see what we've got for you. Thank you for being so interactive with us today. It's nice to hear other people's views on things.
Okay, thank you.
Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Nothing is wasted. You've got the vulture spirit. Now, we all know that vultures have a reputation for picking up other people's carcasses, other animals' carcasses. They wait until the hard work's done because they can't be bothered to do the hard work themselves. And then they feed off whatever's left. But what I want to say to you is, this is a sign for you. I think you're feeling like at the moment, a little bit like you're gaining more than, you're letting go more than you're gaining. So I kind of feel like whatever it is that's going on with you at the minute, you feel like it's a waste of time and a waste of energy, but nothing is wasted. With everything we do, there is a lesson to be learned, whether it be a negative one or a positive one. There's always something we can learn from our experiences and the way we do things and the people we interact with. So I kind of feel like this is with a relationship issue at the moment, not necessarily a romantic one, could be a friendship one or a work one, but I feel like all your efforts, you feel like all your efforts are going to waste at the moment, but it's not. Your efforts are being noticed. They just don't know how to utilize it. They don't know how to utilize your energy in the best form that suits them, if that makes sense. Let me know if it does make sense, otherwise I'm waffling rubbish. Now the vulture in this card has got a crown on its head, so I do feel that there is victory for you. So once you realize that your efforts are not wasted, you will come out on top and you will come out victorious. So again, get that mindset away and get the positivity back in, okay? Don't ever feel that you're a waste or that you're wasting time or you're wasting energy, because you're really not. You're doing everything as you should be doing it at the moment, and you are where you should be at this moment in time, okay, my darling? So keep pushing forward, keep that head held high and keep that smile, okay? Because you've got a beautiful soul, you've got a big heart, and I do feel that even when it comes to love, it's not wasted. You have all the love in the world to give, and you will find somebody that deserves it if you haven't already. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Thank you, Laura, for that confirmation. Let's see. Oh, Rachel Perry, look at that beautiful dog. Joanne Prue on Facebook, hello, my darling. Teresa Holden. Nancy, let's stick on Nancy for a minute. She was quite interesting. Oh, and as I say that, straight away, give me 1 second, guys. I can't get it. Oh, sofa, and it's higher than the other one, so I have to bend down further. Miracles are endless, my darling. You have the cow spirit. Now, cows are very nurturing, very motherly, and especially around maternal instincts. And I want to say, I feel like you have children, and I feel like that they are, I mean, children are the center of a parent's world anyway, but with you, I feel a particularly strong bond with you and your children. And the miracles are endless. So whatever you've been asking for, whatever miracle you've been asking for, if it hasn't already come to fruition, it's going to come into fruition by the summer, because I'm seeing all these dandelions, I'm seeing daisies, I'm seeing peonies, I'm seeing all the flowers of summer. So I want to say that by the summer, your miracle will, whatever you've been classing as a miracle, will happen. Now that could be anything from a miracle baby to a job move, a house move. Maybe the miracle is you need a new car. Excuse the little baby in the background. But yeah, there's definitely a miracle on the way for you in the summer, my darling. Okay. Dandelions are also a sign, not dandelions. I'm also seeing sunflowers here, and sunflowers are a sign of spiritual connection. It's a spiritual symbol. So I do feel you're very spiritually aware, and I do feel that you've been asking spirit and the angels for help, because I'm seeing the prayer feather hanging from her ear just there, look. So again, I do feel that by the summer, all your prayers will be answered, and you will be able to see things in a better light and a lot more. You've got the red of the cow. I know it looks like brown on there, but it's almost like a reddy brown, and that's for strength and energy. So I do feel that your strength and energy is growing with yourself at the moment. Would you understand, Nancy, a gentleman in spirit that had either an emphysema type condition or an asthma type condition? Because I'm just sat here and my chest has gone really tight, and I feel like I just want to cough, and it's almost stuck in my throat. Let me know if you understand that, please. Because as he's coming in, he's making my leg twitch. So I don't know if you've got a problem with your right leg, but he's making my right leg really twitch. So I feel there's a problem with the knee. You talk to your angels all the time. Yeah, I got a sense of that because of the prayer feather that they're showing me. But I also feel this gentleman in spirit had a lot of sickness, physical sickness towards the end of his life. Like when I say physical sickness, he was physically throwing up quite a lot. He struggled to keep anything down. Let me know if that makes sense, because if not, I'm with somebody else. I'll just give you a few minutes to reply to that. But yeah, summer is definitely going to be a good time for you. Your husband who passed had COPD and edema in his right leg. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. Yeah, I got it was a gentleman, so thank you for that. He's just letting me know that he's around you at the moment in time, and he's mentioning a ring. Obviously, you know it's your husband, so I'm gonna say that you have his ring. Give me 1 second, guys, sorry. Sorry, I had to give the baby a dummy. Yeah, I feel like it was a physical sickness as well. But he's just letting me know that he's around you, and he's watching you, and he's mentioning the ring, and he's mentioning the heart as well. I don't know if there was hearts on the wedding rings, but he's mentioning the heart on a piece of jewelry. I have his ring. I had his wedding band cut down and wear it on my thumb. Fantastic. So he's mentioning the ring, but he's also mentioning the heart. Now this heart is very small. It's in gold and it's etched onto something. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see what it is. It looks like a little locket. It looks like it's etched onto a locket. Would you understand this heart locket? And he's showing me a photo in this heart locket as well. Okay, you can stop making my leg twitch now. Thank you. Let me know if you understand that, please. But he's just bringing lots of love around you, lots of strength for you, because he's telling me that you need some strength at the moment. He's saying that you've been lacking in energy and you've been sort of having low moods. I'm not going to say it's going down the depression route, but I do feel you need a little bit of upliftment and a little bit of cheering up. He's bringing me daffodils in for you, and daffodils would represent Mother's Day, but it also represents upliftment and wisdom. And he's saying that you're a very wise person and you have a lot of good advice to give, and now is the time to use it. He's not telling me what he's referring to, but he's saying you will understand why he's saying that you have a lot of wisdom to give, and now will be the time to use it. Okay, my darling, so I'll leave this gentleman's love with you. I'll leave the daffodils with you, and I'll thank you both for working with me. He gave me a necklace with a heart on it before he passed. That's just confirmation that it was him that I was talking to, my darling. Yes, I do understand the heart. I've never taken it off since he put it on before he passed. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so much for that confirmation, my darling. And I hope that helps you. Just know that he's around you and he's giving you strength and he's giving you the energy and he's trying to give you that little bit of upliftment. All right, my darling. So chin up again with the last lady. Keep your chin up, keep your head high, and keep that smile on your face, because that's all he wants. He wants to see you smiling again. All right, my lovely, and I hope that helps. Much love to you. I totally understand about the wisdom. I need to give my wisdom too. I feel him around me a lot of times. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. Do you want to do one, Christine, or?
I'll do one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Helen Smith.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you doing? Hi, Alana on Facebook.
Alana.
How you doing?
Alana. Can I have the Julie Salins when we're on? She interacted with us when we was doing the alien bit. Right. For Julie, please. Right, Julie. You have come together now. It says that I'm getting a feeling from this card, Julie, you're always busy. You never take 5 minutes for yourself. You're busy, like a little bee, like a busy bumblebee. The fairies on here are saying that there's a bumblebee on here, so that was good. But they're watering their plants, and I'm just feeling that kind of trying to make the plants grow, and I feel like there's something in your life you're not sure about whether you should take on the risk to take on something new that you want to try out. And as they're trying to make these plants grow and the flowers grow and they're watering and lovely and caring for them, I feel that you're doing all that, but you're still not sure of this thing that you want to do is going to be the right thing. And you're like, shall I, shan't I? You're 50-50. Yes, no. I would do the pros and cons, you know, would it be worth it or would it not be worth it, sort of thing. Saying that, you've got lots of colours in here. You've got green, which is out with nature. You've got pink, to me that's unconditional love. There's a lady holding an apple, and you've got the little fairy door. Very true, thank you. You've got the little fairy door that goes into the fairy portal. It's a fairy portal. And they say if you find a fairy door, you can leave the notes and the fairies come out and get them. So make light work. You're making this decision hard for yourself, Julie. And you've got, yeah, if you'll make light work of it. Don't make it so difficult for yourself, okay? The more difficult you're making this decision, the more that you're thinking, no, I won't do it. It's not going to be worth it. People will laugh at me. Don't care what other people think. It's your life. You do what you want to do, okay? No one can tell you what to do and how to do it and why to do it. It's your decision. You stick with it. As I said, go for the pros and cons if you're still in 50-50. And I'm sure you'll do it. Put your heart to it, and it can be done. Nothing in this world is not impossible. As someone said to me, who's not, you know, I can look at her. Nothing in this world is impossible. You can do what you want to do. Don't take no nonsense from anybody else. I think there's someone that you might, if you do it, that might turn and say, don't do it. It won't work. Don't listen to them, Julie. Get on your life. You do what you want to do and listen to nobody else, okay? And let me know if you decide yes or no, please. Thank you. You going to do another one, Stace?
I think that's it for the night, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Because who have we got on at 8 o'clock?
Jennifer, isn't it?
On 8 o'clock. Is it Jennifer Rose at 8 o'clock? Yeah, so we have Jennifer Rose at 8 o'clock tonight. So we're going to say good night and thank you for watching and thank you for interacting with us. We appreciate all your support and SPTV support and your support for SPTV, I should say. So yeah, we will be back in 2 weeks with another subject matter.
Yeah.
Not sure what yet, but I'm sure we'll sort something out. And be safe, everybody, and thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Jennifer Rose, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.